I was asked if I wanted to go to Glencoe in Scotland for 4 days photography, and I said, yeah, of course I do. But can we not do the Honeypots? The answer I got was, Glencoe is the Honeypots. It was right. We visited lochs, waterfalls, mountain ranges, the iconic Ut, and so much more. We also had the rain. So if I get wet, you know what, it might actually be worth grabbing the shot for that. The beautiful skies and snow. We start the first day at Loch, which is not far from our accommodation, and we get wet. Very, very, very wet. The first time in pretty much 24 hours I've actually got the camera out since I've been in Scotland. This is the best it's got so far. When this rain shower passes, I'm hoping that this is going to totally transform. And we've got this little island at the end of the loch, but we've got this tree on the island. Now I tried to get the tree separated from the background, couldn't do that. So what I've done instead is there's a little V shape in the background. So I've got it there instead, so it mirrors it from underneath. Still got that separation, that works. And then as the mountains, as that weather passes through, the mountains are starting to expose themselves and things like that. Lots of little bits of layers. We've got the grasses coming in from the left-hand side, leading you in. I've got to keep it low. The only other thing I might do is actually move forward if I can, without getting too wet. If I get too wet, I'm going to be getting wet. It's going to be one of them. So we then decide to head towards Loch Arkaig, and for some strange reason I decide to take my boots off and get into the loch. Unfortunately, no matter how hard I tried, the water was just too deep for me to go any further, and I couldn't get the composition that I wanted. But with the removal tool in Photoshop and Lightroom, I managed to create this image. The next morning, and we head towards the study, and I get a little bit emotional. So we pulled into the lay-by, then got his camera gear and headed just back up the road about 20 or 30 metres until we picked up the old track and headed back down the glen towards the Three Sisters. This walk has a lot of potential for photography, but because we were so early morning, obviously we couldn't actually see any compositions, but there is some nice bridges and cascades on the way down that you can incorporate the Three Sisters, so it's definitely worth walking that way just for something a little bit different with the composition. I've just come across the place where I wild camped in 2016, I think it was, with a dog. We got a photo of him in it. I've got to admit, I'm quite emotional. Yeah. Pitched up here. Wow. Unbelievable. I never knew where it was, and now I've come across it. Wow. Okay. Carry on. Good memories. Good memories. About 20 minutes later, and avoiding all the icy puddles, we came across the cairn where Queen Victoria once sat, hence the cairn, and this is the location for the study. So I've managed to grab a photo of Ralston Cross, but it's the Three Sisters I'm all interested in, trying to get different foregrounds. I was up there earlier trying to get different foregrounds, then got the long lens out, got the long lens out, photographing that peak there somewhere, there, I think it is, there, because we've got a nice glow on it. Now the light's gone a little bit flat again, but by God, it's bitter cold. Bitter cold. This is a shot that I've been after coming up here. This, the Three Sisters, they are unbelievably stunning mountain. The mountain range and the iconic part of Glencoe, I would say. We're just off the West Island Way, just here. Study is just down there, which I might go down there. If I go down there, I want to stop down there, and that's my problem, because I don't want to walk back up. So, is there anything up here before I actually commit to go down there? We'll see.
Put your lips on mine. I love it when we hide in the pale blue sky, floating on cloud nine. Do you feel the winds are turning round? 'Cause what goes up must always come back down. I'll be safe in your arms, like the light in the day never part. I'm looking down the line, with you by my side I'll be fine.
So I've come down to the study to get the boulder shot. Trying to use the wide angle pointing down most of the time to try and stretch them mountains out in the background because of the wide angle distortion there. That's what I'm sort of trying to do, and get things in position, getting the iconic shot, portrait landscape, trying everything different, waiting for different light, etc, etc. Looks phenomenal, looks absolutely phenomenal. Not sure what it comes out like, I don't know.
Goes up must always come back down. But I'll be safe in your arms, like the light in the day never part. I'm looking down the line, with you by my side I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Next stop, the hut, where I actually pinch everybody's composition. So I've come down under the bridge. Martin's told me there's a good shot here. He's normally right. And I thought, you know what? Let's pinch it. Or pinch a shot from here. So I think I'm going to put my polarizer on. Try and get rid of a little bit of glare that's there. Okay, polarizer. Let's see if it just boosts the image a little bit. I like the texture of the water, so I'm happy at that. Water's got just the right texture. What I've actually done is, I've got this part of the river coming in from the bottom right that leads you. The water that's streaking down here coming into the bottom left-hand corner. But then we've got this quite dominant rock here on the third, moving up to the house. Big vista. I may just crop a bit of the sky off, I'm not sure. We'll just say I might even crop top and bottom maybe. Well, I think we'll move straight on. I'll just grab a couple more, I think. Maybe one, darken the sky down a little bit. Tried a couple of different exposures, I suppose, while I'm here, and we'll move on. So I've actually getting some colour behind us, as you can probably see. I'm not sure if you'll pick it up on the camera, but that means if I shuffle over this side, which is where all the other guys are, we might be able to get a bit of colour in the sky till we get some over here. I mean, I think it's more dramatic over there, but I think the colour's better here. I think I've got a real unique image here that no one has ever taken.
Rubbish!
Suggy's shown me this shot, it's fantastic. It's actually my favourite so far. We're getting the reflections of this bit of slack water here, this little bit of deeper water. I was hoping to actually get in the middle of the water, but it's just too deep. But it's beautiful. And with that slack water, we're getting the reflections, we get some nice colour in the sky. So I'm really, really wide. Not me, well, yes, I am wide. The camera angle is wide. Super reflections. But what's adding to that is this lovely glow of oranges with a dark blue above that. And we got snow-capped mountains from far left to far right. So I'm actually getting all that in, and we're starting to get a little bit of actual light on the mountain as well, which is giving another element. You won't see it, but it's snowing. There's a slight bit of snow. Ish. How about that? It's making the mountain really dramatic, actually. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Should we get some more shots? What I'm going to do is, all I just wanted to say is, I flew my drone, I've got some images, I'll put them up now. But because it's so cold, the batteries lasted 10 minutes. I was miles away, well, not miles away, but a good distance away. And I made it back with 5 seconds of battery left. Bum twitch time, bum twitch. We're all right though. Just a little warning though, when it's really cold, check your batteries. Actually, next time I fly, I'll warm them up before I fly. Okay, so I've done a real wide angle pano, but there's a reason why that. I want to elongate the mountain. So if I point the camera down 16mm, cut the bottom off in the pano, that will really stretch them mountains up and make them look more dominant in the image. But I'm going to take another shot and I'll explain, because what I'm going to do is actually press record on my camera to show you what it actually does. So I'm pointing quite down now. Mountains are looking quite dominant, and I will chop that bottom third of the image off. But if I just pan upwards, how them mountains just shrink like so. So if we do the opposite, the mountains look very half the size actually. They're actually looking half the size. So if we point that down, stretch them mountains right out with a nice long lens, nice wide angle lens. So I'll do, I've just took 3 shots actually. One pointing right down to elongate the mountain, and literally just panned up, put all the subject in the middle there, the mountain range and the cottage in the middle. Took another shot, and then I've pointed right upwards and taken another shot and just show you the actual difference in the 3 images. Some locations you really look forward to photographing, and this is one of them. Thank you so much for Gary for the footage, and here's my images. Etive was the last port of call, but on the way we stopped and captured some beautiful waterfalls about 3/4 of the way down the Etive road. What a great location this is! And then just made it for a spectacular sunset. The next afternoon the snow arrived, so we decided to go and wait it out first at this ski resort. As the snow got deeper, we decided to photograph the cottages. My favourite image from that location was actually right behind us, with this path leading up to a little hut that looks like an abandoned bothy. Coming to the end of another fantastic journey up here in Scotland. It's been 3 years for me since I've been here, and we've had the snow and we're getting colour in the sky. The last morning it's looking absolutely out of this world. It's beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed this Scotland trip. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.